Well, it's summertime, we're all outdoors, we're entertaining. I'm with Sarah, we're out at Portland Nursery on their division store. And Sarah, you have a great combination here for, our entertaining and doing some summer pots and containers.
Yeah. So the thing I love about this is they're all kind of these summery plants that are, coming up right now. So in my pot at home, I have this combination and I plant, bulbs that come up early in the spring, and by the time those go down, these are kind of starting to poke up their heads. And so this is a really big size pot,
right,
but I think it has a really summery look, so I wanted to show it.
And there's some basic components that you look at when you're putting together or picking out plants that kind of, no matter what the season is, there's still some basic concepts that you like to use. And what are those concepts?
Yeah, so you're always going to want to make sure that they have the same sun or shade requirements. So all of these take sun. You don't want something that's extremely drought tolerant or doesn't like a lot of water, in the same pot as something that loves a lot of water, because they just aren't going to have a symbiotic relationship.
Okay.
But also, as far as design goes, if it's a smaller pot, I really like odd numbers, so 3 or 5 plants. And pretty much any design, whether it's in the ground or not, really looks good to have something that has some height. So for a container, this is going to be our thriller. So it's going to be really big, and it's going to be kind of the star of the show, the main focal point.
Okay.
And this one here is the Canna Pretoria. I personally love the veining of the leaves, and this darker red color, we're going to pull a color from other places. So we're pulling this red color into this Japanese bloodgrass. When this blooms and flowers, it's going to be a really bright orange. So that's where this lantana comes in. I'm a sucker for lantana. It's just such a great summer annual, blooms, throughout the summer, and I just love how it looks. So we've got, this is our thriller.
Right, our big focal point. That's what you're going to draw your eye to.
So you want that to be big and tall. Then you want to have a filler. So like the lantana, the bloodgrass, those are going to be a filler. These here are going to be fillers. So I've got this yellow color to kind of offset the yellow that's coming from the leaves.
Because that's going to give you kind of your fullness in the middle of the pot, that next layer down, right? So it looks like you have a couple yellow ones that are your fillers in here. Which ones do you have here?
Yeah, so this is a yellow Marguerite Daisy and a yellow Calibrachoa, or a Million Bells, and I chose the yellow because I think it complements the leaves of the thriller there, and so that kind of just fills in. And then we've got some spillers, which actually technically this one will spill over as well.
And then what do your spillers do?
Yeah, so the spillers are going to spill, and they're going to spill out of the pot, which will give it, it'll complete the look of the thriller, filler, spiller. So it just is very pleasing to the eye to have something that's tall, something that's in the middle, and then this will kind of trail over and just kind of complete the look. I think when you're looking for, when you're starting a container, I would pick the thriller first. What's really calling to you? What do you like? And then you work off of that. Makes it easier. But this could really be applied to any situation. If you just have a patio and want to do a container, this would be perfect. Even if you're doing some kind of terrarium or houseplant mix, this could work. Just the idea of getting the right plants that go together and all that. We've got a container of the month that we do every month here, and we've got it all on our website. So our staff pick out different combinations, and they each have their different unique styles. So it's really awesome to look at. We've got them archived, so depending on what month it is, even if it's November, you could go on to our website and you could see all the designs that we've put together with plants that are usually in season in November.
And you have lots of information on there too, as far as good plants that are for thrillers, and good ones for spillers and whatnot too on your site.
Yeah, and we have actually in our store too, in the annuals, we have them categorized by things that would be thrillers, fillers, or spillers. So we try to kind of inspire in that way, but our staff also loves to help put together combinations. So either way, we can help from all different avenues.
So you have all the information. You have a great selection of pottery and containers out here. An amazing selection of plants that can go into it. So make sure you come out to Portland Nursery. They're their Stark Street store, their division location here. pick out a pot, pick out some plants to go in it, take up on their, their knowledgeable information and their staff, and put together a planter for you. It's good year round, or change it out throughout the season. So
Yeah.
Sarah, appreciate being out here, and we look forward to getting out in the garden and enjoying our containers.
Thanks.